Vamos a comenzar a ver los highlights de T1 versus geng. Vamos a ver. No me lo he visto hoy, no pude vérmelo. Me paré muy tarde.
Be a really good matchup for specifically Tangragas with grass. Back when his sustain was a lot better, you could just completely stonewall the Renekton. He never really was able to get shoved. I do imagine, though, looking at the damage profile for T1, this is going to be the full AP variety, so maybe a little bit play this aggressive. When the lanes are pushing, and they are the ones dictating, as we see the grubs now being started up as well, would be a really big move, particularly for Faker that wants to use that pressure in a side lane. Going to be a Drake for Grub's trade. I do think an early Drake for geng is great because obviously looking at the composition, the Renekton is going to lose a lot of value as the game goes on, but Silas and Ziggs most certainly will not. Yep.
Intentando robar el dragón.
Going to go the way of T1 here.
Yeah, it's at least 4, but I think it's almost guaranteed to be 6. So 5 going to be going down here at least. Here for T1, no vision up and available at all as Paze can throw a Mega Inferno Bomb if he would like to, but looks like T1 are just going to cut their losses. 5 grubs is pretty good.
Larva, no está mal.
Canyon going to be able to grab this 6th,
peleando la
potentially
sexta.
Owner a little bit far away as now could just be a team fight in. Paze doesn't actually get over the wall with that satchel, could be an important start to this fight as Trophy's teleported in. That's going to be the grub going down, but can they win the fight? Impale comes in, kept into the switch box, barrel is so good. Still, it's going to be Chovy picking up first.
Hard this champion can snowball when he does get a lead. He's able to very consistently force plays with his catch potential. As a trade for turrets.
Quien cae primero, quien cae primero, no, cae top primero de T1. Uy, H.
Gumushi also in trouble there as the solar flare does get cleansed. Gumushi going to be able to make his way out. I believe that was geng taking it first. So Owner completely on vision right now as Chovy with the fate sealed now stolen away.
Heraldo se lo queda. Oh, nuevamente Keria, ¿qué pasó con Keria?
But now he is just gone. So the Herald goes to geng. They'll take a kill.
Murió con ulti, creo, ¿no? Sí.
As Faker just going to pop back to his soul's ace.
I think his flash was forced in one of the earlier plays we saw. Didn't actually happen on screen.
Segunda torre.
Maybe when they were
Torre de medio para geng.
But he was positioning so safely. There was no way to get on top of the Ziggs.
Now it's just Canyon and Chovy up here towards the top side of the map. 4 members of T1 in the area looking to try and push down this turret. They really want to take their second to even out the map state as far as these structures.
Van a defender esa torre hasta el final.
Just to make sure that they don't lose it.
See, geng are playing with
3 torres para geng.
5 minutes ago, T1's going to get this top side turret, so they're going to
Primera torre para T1.
But he's still 1.5 annoying because stupid
2000 de oro, bueno, 1000 de oro, casi 1200 de oro por debajo. Tampoco mucho. Uy, buena flecha. Ese es último muy exagerado el de Keria, pero bueno, está bien. Dándole la kill a Faker. Teleport de Chovy por detrás. Nuevamente Keria. Adiós, no, Johnny. Adiós, Faker.
Zeus not going to get stunned up here as King didn't have that off cooldown just yet. Yep, it's Chovy that's going to make his way over there first. Spotted by a T1 ward, as we can see.
Varón. Cayó. Está casi listo, el junta no está. No es Mike. Está casi listo. Varón. Bicho King aguanta mucho. Con ese Renekton. Uy, Keria. Eso. Uy, murió Canyon. Cayó Canyon.
This is why I was a little surprised by the Silas pick because you kind of
ahora para Faker, 700 arriba. Ya se pusieron por encima ya. 2000 de oro por encima. De uno.
Break a gold lead now for T1, even though the first
mira Faker. Bueno, debería ser torre y kill, ¿no? Y los agarró Canyon, pero no, que va, no. Uy, Leona también. Uy, Maguchi buenísimo. Con Keria allí. Dragón sería el segundo dragón. geng tiene 3. Uy, cayó Keria. Uy, cayó Keria. Vamos a ver si logra revivir. No, que va. Cayó Keria. La Vita intentando matar. Uy, lo mató. Buena. Buena. Uy, Umaguchi. Umaguchi. Ace. Tengo arriba.
And the final team fight of game 1 will snuff out Genji. A full-on ace.
Torre inhibidor también. A ver, sí, inhibidor. Son 12 segundos para que nazcan.
30 minutes in. T1 remain the gatekeepers of the
5 segundos para que nazca Legend. La Leona, soporte. No creo que defienda. No, de verdad no defiende. Y colocó 3 jugar ahí. La primera plate 1.
Have been very
No,
predictable in how
juego.
they have drafted and the priorities that they've used. And some of these individual champions, they've just not looked that good. And Keen on Jax, that's great. But Canyon on Skarner, Chovy's already.
Oh no, which means that the threat of the
King con
Dire
Jax.
coming.
Yep, Carrier is going to get stunned up here by Lehans as he
Uy,
makes his way
Keria,
level
Fidlo.
2 only. Level 1 for Carrier, he's burning down his dead. That is going to be first blood going over to Canyon. And
Zeus también posiblemente muera. Versus 4, sí, lo divea.
Might have a twisted advance to try and outplay some stuff. That arcade smash was pretty good on
No,
the Bramble
posiblemente
smash
muera.
as now as Canyon
Bueno,
underneath this turret has
la
to
shot.
flash. He's able to dodge the turret shot as a couple more autos are needed. It's Pesa locks it down, almost
casi
dies,
todos
and somehow
todos quedaron
gets that
bajaditos de vida.
information. Has to use the ulti, Chainstone land because the flash
Se
has
escapó
to come out.
Pers.
Pace is going to help now with these grubs, but that is not a lot of extra power here for Genji. Losing that flash, really important.
Pace staying alive is crucial there. Otherwise, if they get
Tres
that
larvas
kill,
para
T1 can then immediately collect.
Genji.
You saw the rest of the members actually making their way over, but instead it's a big win for Genji.
No,
they get the grubs.
Ese
And as
Maokai versus
mentioned,
Jax.
the Maokai is always going to have a lot of
Muy buen
impact.
match.
So Faker.
Yeah, could be in some trouble here.
Faker.
As moving on over, finds a
Legend.
shattering strike.
Uy, no,
Ulti
se
available
escapa
here
Faker
as
de ahí, a menos que lo
decides to
salve
go
la.
down.
No,
But
no,
Canyon's
no.
there to meet him. Faker now trying to change positions, but the plasma is stacked, and Paze is going to get some doing to press this advantage as much as they possibly can. First Dragon certainly going to help out with that.
Dragón para
Much
Canyon.
more a contest is going to work out.
And this all comes from
Creo que las otras larvas también van a ser para Canyon.
Actually is able to have
Para
that
Genji.
very aggressive laning phase, and Faker just has to catch the wave. So I think T1 make the right call. Don't try to fight that. Instead, try to look for the cross map.
6 larvas.
Genji with Paze and Lands arriving will be fine. Also want to highlight Owner now on
Y
two
Owner
marks,
ese pick
found one on the ground.
medio
in top
raro.
side. But Owner, who I think was by far the most consistent
Really
member.
good about it, but Genji right now utilizing 6 grubs to smash down this turret. It's not a race this time.
Primera torre para Genji. Uy,
T1
esta
just
partida
didn't
está
even
muy
really
fea
start.
para T1.
It's an awkward word to use in League of Legends. I apologize, but that's going to be Rift Herald going on over
Heraldo.
Genji as well. A monopoly on these objectives so far in this game as Carry is
Bueno, Legend debería morir, ¿no? Debería morir Legend.
Strike and hold him in place. Faker wants to be able to get a piece of this. He's not going to get
Not
the
too bothered there. Keen will get the turret though. But T1 there identified. We can't really fight for the Herald. The Grubs and the Herald
Torre
go over
top
to Genji.
para
but the
King.
second Dragon of the game. Oh!
Okay, he just wanders on in
lo
there. He'll
robó.
flash away, so they at least get that. Faker also taking the outer turret on the bottom.
an angle
Something's
here.
fishy.
Robado.
So we just went for it. Beautiful play from Canyon. Great
Pero
read from
Genji ha
him.
comenzado muy,
The
muy,
Herald
muy por encima las dos partidas. La anterior la perdió, pero comenzó por delante.
This time that's not really going to be the case.
Yep. T1 not going to be.
T1's not buying it.
What is Zeus
They're
up
like,
to?
you're not going for this.
Well, we'll see what they can actually get done here. As it's going to be Carry
Keria.
blowing up like a balloon. The Brom. That's a big piece of that puzzle missing.
No creo que tenga
We'll
este
see what
varón.
they're able to do here as the nature is grasping. Does manage to stun up Canyon. He can get over
No,
the wall
se
pretty comfortably.
sacrificó
As now they've
Zeus
just
ahí,
singled
murió.
out Zeus. So
No
much
hizo
damage.
nada.
Lehens takes the kill. And T1, they had the trap set up, but Genji don't want to go there. As now Ona
Y
trying
viene
to get it
Keria.
back. Keen says, no, I'm going to buy time for my teammates as Carrier
No.
comes over. The Winter's Bite does nothing, and Keen, he
Ese
just
Jack no
wants to
muere,
fight again.
varón.
They'll take the Baron, and Keen gets
Se
back
metió
in
Canyon.
position. And now Canyon
Mira.
is crashing into
Oh.
the two-man impale as well. And Genji will
Ah, esto
destroy
es GG
the
para
Baron,
Genji.
destroy the team fight, and I think they're looking for the game. Gumayushi is not going to stay
Buenísima
undying
esa
this
jugada de-
Worlds.
It is a systematic dissection
De
of
Canyon.
T1. One by one they fall, one by one the objectives follow. Genji, calm, calculated.
And Let's be fair, this is what we all wanted.
Oh yeah, and this is beautiful execution of this draft.
When you lose that brawn, you lose a crucial part of your front line. So there's no way for them to
he's
approach.
stressed out, man.
La barra ahí de Genji. No, esta partida es de Genji.
Stuff, but like you say, once again back in position.
No creo que T1 remonte.
Oh my god.
Que esos picks también Maokai versus Jack en la top. Maokai para Zeus. Tienen alma, tienen 10,000 de oro por encima.
Like how are they supposed to stop this freight train from crashing into their base? Genji have taken 2 inhibitors in a matter of seconds. It's a 10,000 gold lead plus.
Vamos para la tercera partida porque no creo que se gane. Que no se remonta. Ahí quedó Keria. Explotó Keria. Cayó Zeus. No, mira esto. Cayó Kumaguchi, Yomaguchi. No. GG. Segunda partida. Vamos 1-1 por el momento, 1-1. Vamos por la tercera partida.
Well-rounded, and they did have a really good game on it in game number 2.
Yep, the pretty standard option in the rel. But like you say, I actually think playing for Lehenz's comfort is a really good idea after what we saw.
Compo, Jack de nuevo para King. Le dijeron hola, hola.
Is very happy to just wait till level 6. You have the Vi composition on one end, a Nocturne on the other. It's just going to be a trade here.
Ese Gragas sí es un buen match para Jack.
Genji not going to have
No,
ejects with
creo que no.
an unreasonable amount of grubs. Even early trades here.
Certainly feels good for T1. This time it's going to be a trade, so it's not going to be the the Grubs team picking up all of the dragons as well.
Choi nuevamente con la Ari.
Wanting to spend his earned gold.
Oh god.
Debería morir King, ¿no? Debería morir King. Debería morir King. Y para Oner. Están llegando. Van a pelear esa larva. Lo arrinconaron. No es buena paranoia. Buena paranoia. Como Faker, Faker. Como Faker, con la legendaria Kali. La legendaria Akali.
To the style of T1 and their ability to take these early skirmishes
no
wasn't there in game 2, but you can see how prepared they were. Can't join the fight.
Yeah, and Keen and Lehenz spent most of that fight fighting each other.
Eating more, and T1, no, like we don't have to dive this. We can just poke them down. The only way with the range that Genji have that they can never really push back is if they're extremely volatile. Because they are both so short range, you really...
He's doing his very best to try and clear things out. Dustbringer should be able to help as there's the charge.
Cae torre. Ulti H. Quedó. Segundo cabezazo. Epa. Ahí va. Ay, ¿qué pasó? What the fuck, Keria? Nocturno.
And Genji cannot do anything this game.
I mean, it's just a beatdown from T1. If game 2 is...
Y se quedó King atrapado. Quedó King atrapado. Murió King. Mira, Faker se lanzó.
They'd only played on blue side one time. This is the third time they've been on blue side this whole game. So that'd be super cool.
T1, when they are playing a comp that feels like it fits them versus the T1 that gives you the opportunity to get to the point where these gold leads matters less, right? When you have the 2 items on pace.
Un dragón para Genji. Un dragón. Ya que agarraron. El Legend. Quedó Legend ahí. Están dando la kill a Faker. La kill a Faker. Ay, murió Caño. Murió Caño. Murió Caño. Que va. Se escapan un mira. King también cayó. Buena play de Keria. Súper buenísima play de Keria. Uy, alabando que a Kumaguchi a Keria falló esa flecha. Vamos. Revivió Keria. Cayó Onder, pero ¿cómo caería Sashi? Yumayuchi.
Is the prize that they're looking for, but it's going to get reset, and it looks like Owner should be able to take control of it. Into the shroud goes.
Uy, se le fueron encima la H. Uy, la pagó. Uy, no, cayó. Era difícil que saliera de ahí. Uy, esa de Faker no. Muy rápida.
As Genji are now looking to back away, now it's Zeus' turn to start.
He holds his nerve, doesn't get dissuaded, still has his ulti available, but the problem is
very difficult for Genji to get down there as Lahens trying to set
a
trap
Chovy
here for anyone
casada.
unwittingly moves towards his top side. The Drake will just be taken here, evening out that count 2 for 2, but unbeatable. Shattering Strike going to get a fair bit of value here, but Lahens still in a whole lot of trouble.
Viene paranoia, viene flecha.
Oh! The paranoia does come down, the stun is gorgeous, the execution is perfect.
Forcing their hand.
Nuevo dragón y alma. No, todavía no. Tres dragones.
Really crazy.
Like in your waters. Yeah, Owner was thinking about it. The arrow is going to go wide, but still Spirit Rush is invested.
Mira esto.
Gets caught by handshake, and now
murió
Owner going a little bit too far.
Se escapó.
Is coming in though, just trying to be the hero. And speaking of heroes, finds pace.
Oh, y buenísima ulti de Kenya. Uy, Graga. Esta partida creo que ya para win de T1. Es casi 10.000 de oro por arriba, 9.000 de oro. Y esa Ari no defiende eso. Ya vi, tiene 3 ítems ya. Nocturno Pene va con 2.
Not going to let Genji claw their way back in this game. Canyon tries to flash just to clear the way.
Pobre Jax.
Desperately trying to hold him, but he cannot. And now it's Chovy left on his lonesome. He's going to need to be that hero as these minions are going to now join these Nexus turrets. Lahens just trying to buy some time, and he knows that this game is over.
T1 se puso la 10. Se puso la 10 T1. Demostrando por qué son los actuales campeones.
Certainly be. Oh, yeah, it's a pike angle. It's always a pike angle. For Carrier, it is. Those bone skewers are targeted for this guy. Watching that series blew my mind. Vadius, I'm so glad that you had your finger on the pulse there.
We talked about it on the way here, didn't we, Alice? Like the mobility and how, like in the meta, it feels it can be difficult.
Si ganan esto, están en finales. Uy, Canyon.
Trying to find that opportunity, scaring
him. Uy, vamos, buena Faker. Uy, filo para Faker, más nada. La Ari legendaria de Faker. Un Pike de Keria. Y ya se escapó Gumaguchi.
A great start for the defending world champions as Genji do manage to get
back some control
of this grub pit, and I believe for the very first time we're going to trade a couple of grubs instead of just taking 3.
Genji,
have read the play effectively. Fakers on the rotation, Carrier.
Yeah, can he charge it? He
El Baru de Gumaguchi. Uy, no. Cayó Legends.
In the shellackings that we had games 2 and 3, it's because Genji and T1 both enabled their win.
It's going to be a difficult objective to contest, meaning the 4 grubs will go in the favor of T1.
Gonna let it go. No possible contest, and an Italy composition that isn't able to snowball early objectives.
And a Tristana composition that
doesn't larva, pues serían 4 larvas para
quite rough. There is vision. Genji obviously knew that this was happening.
Juego pasado quería un Pikes. También legendario.
And you can see Zeus makes his way into the mid lane. They are taking control of the lanes as Genji are committing onto this Rip
ese Baru. Quedó. Legend 0-3 como soporte. Uy, se escapó Keria.
He's burning, but he should be absolutely fine. Regens that health because he's
out of vision.
Chovy still in a little bit of trouble. Zay's going to take a mid lane out of turret at the same time.
Second dragon of the game will go towards
Segundo
T1,
dragón para
that up. But the goal difference is the most crucial thing.
T1 going to be able to clean up the last remaining turret here as well. Faker going to claim credit for that one.
And I know we've mentioned it
Pike con Legend. Si le tira ulti, le llega. No llegó la H. Murió. No, pobre Legend.
canyon there, but gets the true damage on that orbit deception. As Lahan's allowed to drive once again. I don't know about it as he gets pulled.
No, se metió muy mal el owner. No, la hizo. Jax. Ay, no estuneó Jax.
We'll see, it's going to be a fair bit of damage onto this one.
Faker, ¿dónde te metiste? Uy, Faker, shutdown.
That is going to be Canyon taking him down, but it's now Zeus trying to be the hero. He catches
Murió.
Canyon with the counter-strike stun, and he's under the wrong turret.
Doble kill para Zeus. Se la dejó. Es varón. Varón porque sí, free. Ha hecho bien medio, pero no, esta partida la que ganan en 4 partidas. No puede ser 3 partidas, una sola partida la ganar, no creo. Habrá quinto juego. Mosqueria.
T1 really just have Gen G exactly where they want them. This is such a change from what we saw in this exact. Still looking pretty rough.
I mean, Worlds aside, the fact that
Esta
T1 is
partida
even
está un
getting
poquito
revenge.
triste para Gen G.
For a little while as T1 look to set up a 5-man siege on this inner turret. 23 minutes
quedó,
sieging
ahí
is quite
quedó.
difficult unless the bone skewer comes through. The arrow is denied.
Salvó el ulti de la Poppy.
The ulti from Keen, but now with only
Se
2
escapó
straight ones
Jax.
in
No,
there,
murió
will
Jax.
explode. It's Canyon that locks up the kill as
Pero no
Keen
entiendo la
dives in
Poppy porque se
once
metió.
again. Pei is able to take down Carrier, but it's Gumayushi standing hands here. Pike so incredibly squishy there.
Ay, cae en la corrupción, se falló. La esquivó. Ahí viene Zeus. Zeus se debería meter. Uy, lo sacó. Uy, cayó Owner. Ahí viene Faker. Zeus. Uy. Faker, ¿qué pasó? Como que se va a ver quinto juego. Como que se iba a ver quinto juego, ¿qué pasó? Varón para Gen G. Empataron en oro ya 54.000. Nada, 5.000 de oro, 6.000 de oro. Uy, cadena de corrupción. Uy, Faker. Bueno, el Varo está pegando. Ojo, está pegando el Varo. Solo. Uy, Chovy, no puede ser. 27 minutos, 18. Sandy no defiende. Y en 12 le hace leyes, pero no me deje. En la final. En la final T1. No hace leyes, pero leyes con ese Maokai no hace nada. No hace nada con ese Maokai. No, ahí viene Faker con TP. En la final, papá, en la final. La final.
And it was Gen G who were just weren't able to keep pace with so much of that threat.
T1 en la final. World 2024. Uy, ¿quién es esta señora? La del vestidito de flores.
Individual players, right? It is the coordination from this team, from LCK to now, is so much more on point. And in this
entrevista aquí. Epa, bueno, momento de publicidad.
Un juego de acción en línea gratis donde puedes controlar.
Aquí.
Paris, un tonnerre d'acclamation pour vos deuxièmes finalistes, troisième fois d'affilée.
Oui.
T1 et
Gumayushi. La DC de T1, vale, en la final, ganando la Gen G. Yo creo que es campeón ya.
Gen G les a battus 10
Creo que es
fois
campeón.
d'affilée. 10 fois d'affilée avant qu'ils arrivent finalement à les battre aujourd'hui et se hisser une fois de plus.
Bueno, tremendo
en
juego,
finale.
vale, tremendo juego.
Quel a été le facteur déterminant aujourd'hui?
T1 en la final.
Gen G beat you guys 10 times before you finally